Hello and welcome. I'm Pauline from Pauline's Quilters World, and I'm here to talk to you about our new range of rulers. We're very excited. We've only ever had one ruler for patchwork. We have the one for our bias, but our regular ruler is this one that we've had for a long time now. And I've designed these rulers because I wanted accuracy. I was always struggling with using different rulers. You know, if I mixed rulers through the making of a project, I had different measurements, my blocks weren't turning out the right size. And I realised a lot of our rulers have very thick lines on them, and I didn't want rulers with thick lines. I wanted rulers with lines that were one thread thickness consistently all through the ruler. Because if I've got a thick line and I cut on one side of the line today and then on the other side of the line tomorrow, I could be anywhere between 4 and 5 threads out in my measurement. So I wanted to get rid of that. So we've now designed up a whole range of rulers. So we've got 7 new rulers to show you, and you're very first people to see them. Anybody that's involved with the Great Australian Craft Show, you're the first people to see our new range of rulers. So thank you for joining. But to start with, we've got a little, this one is 12 inches by 2.5. I find it's a very handy little one. So that's going to make it easy to cut out all those small pieces. I find I was always looking for a very narrow ruler. This is 1 inch by 12 inches. So it's a very handy ruler for you to be able to draw out anything and mark grids and all of that sort of thing. Then we've got the, I've got to look at all the measurements. I forget what we've designed. This one's 5 inches by 9 inches. Just another handy one to have. And if you notice, they've got all the 8s marked on them. They've got all the halves and the quarters, as all rulers do. But what I've done, because we manufacture these here ourselves, I've made sure that the back of them, they're really engraved quite deeply into the ruler. You can hear my finger running across the engraving. I've purposely done that so they don't slip when we're cutting out, because I found that was another problem I had with rulers. As I was cutting, they would slip a lot. So I wanted the rulers so they wouldn't do that. We have our nice long ruler, 24 by 6 inches. I haven't put them as 6.5 like a lot of rulers are, because I found that causes people problems too. They have the ruler around the wrong way or something. So it's just 6 inches by 24 inches. So it's a very handy one. Then we've got onto the squares. We've got a 9.5 inch square. And we've got all the increments marked, so if you want to cut out any size square or square up your blocks, you've got all your increments marked here, which is another handy thing to have. Then we've got the most popular, I think, out of all the rulers, square rulers that we use, is the 12.5 by 12.5. Once again, you've got your diagonal line. You've got all your 8s marked all the way around, engraved deep into the back so that it's not going to slip, which is very important when you're cutting around a big square. Then we have, by people asking us, we've designed up to what people want. This is the 15.5 by 15.5 inch ruler. Once again, it's got all of the things on it that I've talked about. The 8s engraved deeply into it, the diagonal line. And once again, you can square up to any size within that 15.5 inch measurement. Now, the other thing that I use, we've got Evie's quilt on the table here. This is a beautiful quilt that Peggy's made. We have the pattern for Evie's quilt. It is a quilt as you go quilt. Very easy to do. Your rulers will make it very accurate when you piece all of these together. We use the little 18mm rotary cutter. These sit in beautifully against the edge of the ruler so that you're not getting any distortion or stretching when you're using this. And we use the double fork pins, which most of you already know about, but I find these are wonderful when I'm piecing my blocks together, because I know I can get those points to match perfectly. So for those that don't know about it, when I nest this seam together, I find if I put that regular pin up the other side of that seam, I get distortion. If I pin with this double pin, it goes either side of the stitching line. Just push it on through, it locks the seam in place. So when I sew down, I want to sew down here. I will know that I'm going to get that point matching absolutely perfect when I come to finish that. So they're the things that I use for accurate piecing, and I find we get wonderful results. So enjoy. Maybe you might want the whole set. There's a special deal on the whole set for anybody that's participating in the Great Australian Craft Show. We offer specials just to you people, or you can buy them individually. But have a look on our website. It is www.pqw.com.au. Have a look at our YouTube channel and have a look at all of our different videos, because hopefully there's something there that we can teach you, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching all of the videos. And do subscribe to get our newsletter, so that we can let you know when we've got something new coming, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd love to get more and more people, and we'd love you to share our videos. Share it out there so we can get to a greater reach, and share our knowledge with you that we've got collectively here at Pauline's Quilters World. So happy stitching, and see you next time. Bye.